mat and dumbbells and body weight. And we just need a little bit of space and we can start warming up. So right now, find yourself that little bit of space that you have, and let's go ahead and start warming up. I'm gonna get the legs moving, yes, and I'm gonna start up top. I wanna make sure I have good posture. How I'm gonna do that is a lot of what we do is this forward motion, so we're gonna open up and pull back. So give me big dramatic circles back and down, and breathe, good. Excellent job. Keep that going. Big circles back and down, good. Tight through the core, reach on up. So when I reach up, I'm trying not to go in front of my body. I'm trying to go straight up over the body. Get that big stretch for the back. Get the shoulders moving, and we breathe. Keep that going. This is a warm up and a stretch. So that's why we have that body moving. Keep that going. Okay, so now I'm going one arm up and over. Go ahead. On this arm right now, I'm going to tilt on the stability leg. I don't want the hand in front. So here's bad form, good form, over the body, Get that stretch. Feel it all the way down to the hip. And breathe. Excellent job. Okay, now I'm going to tighten up in my core, and I'm going to pop that knee up. Loosen up your hip flexors. And you kind of have a little liberty. You could, if you enjoy a little bit more hugging in, take your time and hug it. Or you could just pop the knee up, either or. Breathe. Excellent job. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna plant the feet, they're about hip width apart or wider, chest stays up. I'm gonna go ahead and push on down into the heels, into a squat. The body weight goes down to the heel, pushing down into my squat. I feel that stretch through the low back and glutes, warming up my legs. Good. Good breathing. And one more. Now you can go to modified jumping jack or a regular jumping jack. It is up to you. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go ahead and keep the legs wide. I'm going to pop that heel back, point that knee down, get that stretch in the quad. Warm up the hamstring. I'm going to also start rowing the arms. The arms pull back. Stretch that chest. Warm up that back. Good. Keep that going. Excellent job. And good. Okay, core's tight. And we twist. Good. So if you get dizzy, you're just going to look forward and move the arms. If you're all right, go ahead and twist. I want you to kind of ring that midsection. Feel that big twist from the shoulder all the way down to the hip. Is getting that stretch. We're getting the stretch to the back of the arm. Good. Warming up that core as we twist. And great. Okay, core tight. Kick outs. These are just little warm-up kicks. They don't need to be super high. You can feel free to go higher though. And again, core stays tight to protect the back. Hands out for balance wherever you need them. Kick it on out. Good. So we're extending that leg, getting that stretch through the back of the leg, that hamstring. Excellent job. Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go feet about hip width apart. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to pop up onto my toes. So good. I'm going to start using my ankle a little bit more. Get that moving. Good. Squat and pop. Keep that up. Excellent job. Good breathing. And great. Go back to that modified jumping jack or regular jumping jack for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take my leg. I'm going to come up. I'm going to circle it out. Stretch that hip flexor. Excellent. Keep that going. Good. Stretching out that leg. Excellent job. Now, one more each side. Gotta get the other side now. And great. Okay, so now I switch the legs, started on wide, draw it back in for that circle. Keep that going. Excellent job. It's about your range of motion. Let's go one more each side. One more. And good. Okay, I'm gonna tighten up in my core and I wanna swing, kick side to side. I put my hands out, kind of helps two ways. It's gonna help with balance and it's a marker for me to kind of aim my foot. So you can kick your hand, you don't have to, it's up to you. Good breathing. So as you do this, swing those kicks side to side. Get them as high as you feel comfortable. Continue to breathe, feel that stretch. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and I'm gonna draw circles with the hips. As the hips go in the circle, I feel my low back loosen up. If you feel like, wow, that's a good stretch, just feel free to hold. Loosening up that low back. If it's tight, we want to get it nice and warmed up for this class. Good, go ahead and switch out the leg, switch out the direction you're going on the circle. Good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up. I'm going into my stagnant stretches. From here, my supportive leg has a bend. I'm gonna straighten this leg, but I never wanna invert the knee, so I'm not gonna lay my hands here. I'll put on the stability leg. Straight leg, pop toe, reach on down, breathe. Get that stretch. Feel it through the calf. Feel it through the hamstring. Continue to breathe. And slow to up. I'm going to switch my legs out. Straight leg, pop that toe. Come on down, breathe. Stretching your calf, stretching your hamstring. Slowly make your way to up. We are aiming for back hip flexor now. So I'll put my hand here. You don't have to. I'm just kind of showing. So I'm going to drive the front knee forward and the hip flexor draws forward. Okay? The back heel is on the ground. You could, or if you want to, the leg that's back, you can lift the hand up. Kind of just slightly pull back. Good job. Hold that there. Continue to breathe. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to switch my legs up. I take a step forward. I want to keep that back heel on the ground. I'm going to drive the knee forward. Put the hand up, slightly pull back. Continue to breathe. Awesome. Good. So hopefully we are warmed up enough. If you don't have it nearby, go ahead and grab it. You're gonna want your mat, water, and dumbbells for today, okay? So the first bit though, we're going legs, and we're just going our own body weight. So we don't need anything for legs. I'm gonna call this leg medley. Whenever I use the word medley, that means like I'm gonna keep going. You're getting the hang of it and just seeing the next move, the next move, the next move. The idea is though just to keep that heart rate up, keep the legs kind of fatigued a little bit more by just continual movement. I'm going to start you again with just a classic squat, and then from there, I'm going to do a squat to a lunge. Keep the chest up. I'm going to move into a squat. And my feet are about hip width apart, and when in doubt, we want to go just a little bit wider. Toes are pointing forward to what's comfortable. Chest stays up. Okay? And what I mean by chest up is I know that we're dipping, we come down, and the chest is going down a bit, but we want to make sure that we're not dropping the chest. So I'm going to show bad form, just so you know what I'm talking about. Here's drop. See how when I drop and I fall forward, that's going to put too much pressure on the low back. And we really want the glutes to work harder than the low back. Okay, so here we go. Just doing squats. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, And now we're gonna add to this, okay? So I'm gonna go squat, coming up. I'm gonna step back. Here's your right leg goes back. Lunge deep if you can. Feet about hip width apart, squat. Left leg back, lunge. Squat, lunge, squat, lunge. So we talk about the lunge for a second, okay? When we do a lunge, the body weight should be in the front leg. So the very light to the back leg. It's almost like as if you could do a single leg squat. We're pretending that this leg does the single leg squat. So here we go, squat, lunge. So when I'm in the low phase of my lunge, I want to push down through the heel of the front leg and push that body up. What I do not want to do, and hear me on this, what you don't want to do is push off the back toe. So bad form is jumping up from the back foot. We want to work the glutes, work the hamstring, push down through that front leg. Good. Awesome. Now you stay there. I'm going to go side view just so you see what's happening. So I'm doing my squat, lunge, and then when I make my way back over to the right leg, I'm going to stay with the right leg moving. Right leg goes back, and you have options. You can tap or go high knee, and then right leg forward. So tap or high knee, and good. So we're going lunge up, so we're going lunge back to lunge forward. And you can either do high knee in the middle or tap the middle. Keep that going, keep that going. Good job, good job. Whew, that one went a little too fast, I didn't catch it. Keep going, and in 5. The hands are up for balance. Put them wherever you need to. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to a squat. And last time I had you do squats up and down, yes, but I'm gonna have you come down low into your squat, keep your chest up. Again, don't let it fall forward, keep it up. And you're gonna separate the legs a little bit wide, okay? Now, with the legs walking out wide, my toes are also pointing a little bit wide to the corners of my wall, corners of the room, okay? Keep the chest up, again, no falling forward, back should be up straight. Now I'm gonna sink down, I'm gonna walk it forward. About 4 steps up, 4 steps back, and keep that going. Now, how low can you get? Can you come down really low? And then walk it on back. Walk it forward, walk it back, move it fast if you can. Keep it going, let's go. Forward, walk, back, walk. About 2, 3, 4 steps, whatever you got room for. Good job, as long as we keep moving. Doesn't really matter. Good job. So if you're leading a lot with that right leg, then start moving to the left, okay? Good job, good job. Give me a few more. Give me a few more. Excellent job, excellent job. Keep that going, keep that going. Good job. Almost done. And in 5. Get low if you can. Come on, keep it low. 4. Walk it forward, walk it back. 3. Keep low in that lunge. 2. And 1. Okay, I'm gonna point the toes forward, and now I'm just gonna go dip. No, I'm not coming up all the way, just a little dip. And I'm gonna step back, lunge. Sorry, I gotta position myself too close to the wall. Dip, other leg, step back, lunge. Small dip, lunge, small dip. So I'm not getting all the way up. I'm changing my range of motion. I'm fatiguing out the legs. If this is too much, feel free to do full range of motion all the way up. Give yourself a break at the top and then go down to that lunge. If you can, stay with me. Maybe you can even be lower than me. Keep low in that squat. Dip that squat low. Step back that lunge. Excellent job, excellent job. Keep that going, keep that going. Keep that going, you're doing great. Woo-wee. Good, okay. In 4, 3, I'm gonna move side view again. 2, and 1. Okay, so now I have the right leg. I'm in my lunge position. I'm gonna dip down, and I'm gonna see if I can three, but on three, we're gonna do something interesting. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and then 3 is like this swan dive. You don't have to do it, so just watch really quick. 3, dip, dip, down, okay? And again, you could just continue dipping. You don't have to. Or what I actually recommend is go 1, 2, pop it up. 1, 2, pop it up. Okay, so if you want to try it, we're gonna go dip, dip, and then we're doing like that single leg deadlift move. We're gonna fall forward a bit. Dip, dip, single leg balance. Dip, dip, hinge at that hip, bring that spine straight. Dip, dip. Notice how my hands go out for balance. Why don't you do that? And again, you don't have to do the fall forward. If it's not comfortable, if it doesn't feel safe, don't do it. Just go dip, dip, pop up. Dip, dip. I like this one because I get that element of balance on my right leg. I'm gonna feel that a lot through the glute, through the hamstring, and in 4. Good job. 3, almost. 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, so guess what? I'm going back to squat, lunge. I am gonna add in a jump, but you never have to jump, okay? So it's gonna go ahead and go squat, lunge, squat, lunge. Up to you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And I'm not getting super low. Feel free to get lower. I just know the next move, so I'm kind of conserving myself. 2, and 1. Now the next move for you, if you can, is a wide squat, jump down. If no jump for you, you're gonna walk it side to side with a big reach. Try to hit the floor. I'm not sure, I might be beyond hitting the floor at this point. Let's see. Here we go, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I'm gonna walk it out. I'm gonna grab myself some breathing time, grab yourself some water, then come back with the mat out and dumbbells, okay? Water, come back ready to do upper body and core. Okay, so I'm setting up my mat. I'm gonna go into working the core and upper body. Make sure your breathing's recovered. Take your water, take your break as long as you need. And then when you're ready, feel free to join me, okay? So we're gonna go into some moves and we're gonna need some modifications along the way, especially when we do some of these push-ups. So this one push-up is going to be a walkout, push-up to a walk back tiger pose. So right off the bat, we need a modification. Your modification would be body as a box doing a push-up. You can walk the knees back, have your body in a plank, and do the push-up. You can do push-ups from the wall, or if you don't like any of those, lay on your back and do a chest press instead. You can even do like leg lifts with the chest press to add a little something. Okay, so here we go. I'm on my toes, and you don't have to be. What's gonna happen here is I'm gonna walk out. So I'm in a plank, core tight. I'm gonna go down, up on that push-up. I'm gonna walk it back. My knees are bent about that 90-degree knee angle. I'm on the ball foot. My knees are off the mat. I'm holding tiger pose. Now let's move a little faster. Walking forward, push up, walk it back. Good, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, core tight, it is a plank. 4, feel those legs, they should be tired when we pull them back. 3, try to get lower than me in your push-ups if you can. 2, and last one. Fantastic. I'm gonna drop to my knees. Excellent job. Okay, now I'm gonna stay on my knees. You have options. If you don't like the kneeling part of it, you could sit back like I'm showing here or stand up. So I'm gonna go into a kneel. Side view, you're fine there if you want to. I'll face you. If I go legs a little bit wide, it will help brace. If I go a little bit tighter, it's gonna make it harder for the core. So figure out where you're at. Shoulders back and down. I'm gonna go arms wide for lat raise. I'm gonna bend. Notice how it's not chicken wings. It looks more like a robot. I got tight angles. I have a 90-degree armpit and a 90-degree angle on that elbow. And my wrist is straight out from the elbow. So lat raise, bent raise, lat raise, bent raise. Keep that going. And in 5, work the back, work the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And 1. Good. Shoulders back and down. Excellent job. I'm going to go into a plank. So I'm going to set my weights down, I'm going to head for a plank. I'm going to go onto my forearms. You could stay on your forearms and knees, holding like so. You could walk the knees back and be more of a true plank. Or you could go onto your toes like I'm showing here. Awesome. Hold it here. Feel free just to hold and keep it. If you can, pop that knee up side to side. And you can do this from your knees. I could lift my knee up a bit when I'm on my knees. Okay, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna drop it back to my knees, and I come on up. Okay, grabbing my dumbbells, back to that kneel or stand. Here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and move to a V up to a forward raise. So the little thing that you may not catch with this is I am moving the position of the weight. See how my thumb is up when I hold on the V up, and the palm is down when I go forward raise. So it's making a really beautiful V coming out from the hip, and we go straight up. Good, work that back, work the shoulders. Good, keep that going, keep that going. Try not to move at the wrist as we rotate and move the weight around. Keep the core tight, and in 5. Good. 4, 3, almost. 2, and 1. I gotta get both in though, and great. Awesome, I'm back to doing a type of push-up. Again, you could do a chest press, you could go against the wall, you could do body as a box. Okay, so on this one, I'm gonna get a little jumpy. You never have to jump. You could do a normal push-up. So here I am. I'm gonna jump in, jump out, push up. In, out, push up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. I'm going to sit back up. Again, you can sit down into the back of your legs. You can kneel like I'm going to show, or you can stand. I'll stay kneeling. Shoulders are back and down. I'm going to go ahead and go arms overhead. come down, close it like chest. You see at the gym, like the exercise where there's like these two pads, you have to squeeze in your pectorals, pulling in the elbows. So we're gonna do that one, okay? Overhead press, squeeze pectorals. Good breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's 1. Excellent job. Okay, back to doing planks. Back to planks. So here I am. I'm going to go back to planks. I'm going to go onto my forearms again. And we're going to go through like almost like a little medley again, where I'm going to go into the saw motion for 4 and then rock hips side to side for 4. If you don't like it, just stay into a forearm plank and hold. Okay? So here I am on the knees, on the toes. It's going to be hard to move if you're on your knees though, so don't worry about it. Just stay. If you're on your toes, you can go saw. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now make sure the back of your heel is long, meaning we're not just on the tippy toes, and I'm going to rock the hip side to side. The feet will move away and I just have to keep moving them forward. Okay, back to saw. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side. 4, 3, 2. And I think you can move your hips a lot more than me. I'm starting to lose that motion, but you probably still have it. So you can get that hip almost to the ground. Excellent job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. I have one more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side to side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Slowly make your way to up. Excellent. I'm going to grab hold of my dumbbells. Excellent job. Okay, I'm going biceps. So I'm going to go ahead, keep it simple. Hey, I've had to tire out your biceps. You're pretty strong. So we'll start with this one, and then we'll do a little extra. So what I'm doing is this forward bicep, normal look, and then I pop it wide. What you want to make sure, though, is that you're not rolling the wrist in. Okay, so that arm goes all the way straight down. We're moving at the elbow joint, not the wrist. And again, you can do it standing, you can do it kneeling, it's up to you. Wherever you feel more comfortable. Fantastic. Again, I have to make it harder. So now I'm going to go ahead, and it's more like a scoop. Okay, so I'll do 5 scoops here, and I'm going to go 5 way. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Fantastic. Now I'm going to go ahead, my arms are bent, they're held at that 90-degree angle, and I'm going to come up, and if you could touch overhead, that's fine. If you're not comfortable, then just straight out. Sound good? Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. Ready? Forward. 5, 4, tire out those biceps. 3, 2, 1. To the side, straight out or overhead. Up to you. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. And that's great. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I set the dumbbells just a little bit out of the way, not to get in the way. And I'm going to lay down my back and hit abs a little bit more exclusively. So I'm set lay down, and I actually kind of want you to sit up. So I'm going to try sitting up with you. And if your back doesn't like it, we can modify it, okay? So let's just try it out. So first off, I'll put my hands down at the side, and I'm going to take a seated V. So tight abs, back straight, and here I am, okay? So right now, right off the bat, if this is all you could handle with lifting a leg, why don't you stay there as long as the back's okay? If the back doesn't like it, lay down, support the back, and you can do like leg lifts instead. Got it? Okay, so here I am, fingers facing forward, and I am going to lift the legs up, and I'm going to, if you see, kind of crunch down as one leg kicks out, and then I'm gonna kind of come up a bit, and then transition back down as the legs move. And again, you can make this harder by lifting the arms. I am so not there right now. At, what am I, 23 weeks now? I can't do it anymore. But you can. If you want to, go for it. I'm proud of you. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to lay down your hands. I do recommend setting them underneath low back. If you don't like that though, frame your body, that's fine. So I'm going under low back, high butt. I'm going to kick my legs out and they're going to go scissor kicks, okay? So here I go, scissor kicks, keeping it low. If this is too much for the back, you're going to go knee up or knee to kick out. Okay, let's go, find what you got. For 10, breathe, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. I'm coming back up. I'm going to go back to that seated V. Now, if the seated V is too much for you, you can hold good posture upright and you can work twist from here. Got it? If you can, there's a few ways you can hold your legs. Yes, you can hold them in the air, or you can go onto your heels. And again, tight abs, back straight. I'm going to put my hands kind of loosely together and I'm going to twist, twist, twist. You might even be able to get low enough in your seated V where that elbow touches the ground. Feel free to go for it. And again, if you want to, you can lift the legs up. This is where I'm at, but again, feel free to modify, make it harder. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both sides though. Good. Coming back down, hands underneath. You have options. You can do scissor kicks as we did before, like right here, or you can hold and add a little crunch and lift with the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good job, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You did great. Grab yourself a little sip of water. We are getting ready to move back to legs, okay? Again, you don't need weights for the legs. Grab your water, stretch if you need to, breathe, get all that in, and then we're getting ready to move on. Just for you guys who are kind of coming back into it a little slower, that's okay. We will start with just squats to kind of warm into going back to legs. So here I go, squat and pop. Breathing. Good, push down through the heels. Nice strong legs. Excellent job. Now I'm a little bit close to the wall, so I'm just gonna take a little step forward because I know it's coming next. Great. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and go squat, step back, lunge. Squat, step back, lunge. Squat, lunge. Good job. Keep that going, keep that going. Squats to lunges. Get down deep if you can. Body weight pushing down through the heels, lighten the toe. Remember, when we're down in that lunge, it's that front leg that's gonna push down through that heel. Make that connection, feel your glute. Do not jump off the back toe. Got it? So it's like here I am in a single leg squat and I push down that front leg to pick my body up. Fantastic. A few more. One more each side if you can. And great. Okay, so now I'm switching legs. Last time I held the right leg, right, was my mover, so now my left leg becomes my mover. I'm gonna go step back lunge. You could go tap or high knee, and then step forward lunge. I'm gonna take it to side view. Here we go. Now, if you can, you're gonna want to, I feel like I did that leg actually last time. That feels better. Here we go. Good, so I'm going lunge forward, high knee or tap, and then bring it on back. Excellent job. Keep that going. Good balance. Good breathing. Body weight through that front leg. So because our front leg switches, the point of the leg that's using strength changes. Okay, so right here, push down, and then here, push off. Good, keep that going. And in 5. 4. 3. 2, my hands are just out for balance. Finishing up. And 1. Fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to take it to a squat. I push those feet a little bit wider than the hip. Don't let the knees drop in. Push the knees wide, toes out, forward, back. Let's go. Forward for about 3 to 4 steps, and then back. Now keep that going, keep that going. Keep it low, keep it low. Good breathing. Chest stays up. I know we're tired. We want to fall forward. Keep the body up. Work the glutes. Work the legs. Feel free to get lower than me. Get lower into that squat. Walk it forward, walk it back. Walk it forward, walk it back. Feel those legs, feel the glutes, feel the quads. Excellent job. Growing stronger. Keep it up, keep it up. Almost there. Almost there, keep it. And in 5. 4. 3. Low if you can, stay low if you can. 2. Finishing strong. And 1. I'm gonna point the toes forward, they come a little bit more hip width apart. I'm gonna dip down. Remember, I'm not coming all the way up. And then I'm gonna step back lunge. Dip down, step back lunge. Dip it, step back. Dip it, step back. So I'm changing the range of motion. I'm not allowing myself to go all the way up, giving my leg a break. But if you need to, feel free to do it. Keep the range of motion where you come all the way up. So I'm doing this low squat and then stepping back to my lunge. Keep it going. Excellent breathing. Keeping it low if you can. Try to keep the chest up as we do it. Excellent job. Okay, do you remember what comes next? We're gonna go to left leg. So you're on that left leg forward, and I'll show side view. And what's gonna happen is, we're gonna dip down for 2, and then you can either pop up on 1, or tip, hinging at the hip, tipping forward, keeping that spine straight though. Kind of like a deadlift. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I'm gonna put my arms out wide for balance. 1, 2, and a half fall. 1, 2, dive. 1, 2, dive. I can't look to the side and do it. 1, 2, dive. 1, 2, dive forward. Feel that leg. Feel the glute. Feel that hamstring. Growing stronger. Excellent job. 1, 2, dive. 1, 2, dive. 1, 2, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to jumps. So I'm going to go squat jump, lunge jump. And you never have to jump. Feel free to just use squat to lunge, squat to lunge. Got it? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the next one, if you were gonna not jump, you're reaching side to side. If you could jump, try and touch the ground. Let's go for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I'm gonna grab my breath. I'm gonna walk it out. Grab yourself some water. Come back with the mat and dumbbell out. Grab your water, recover your breathing. Come back to having your mat and dumbbell out. Okay, going back to push-ups. We're doing interesting push-ups today, and if that's too much, normal push-up, butt is a box, onto your knees, use the wall, or on your back and do a chest press. Modify, okay? So on this one, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first show you modification from knees. I would go push up, press back through the palm, okay? Now if you can, we're gonna go push up to downward dog. So here I am, nice plank, abs tight, hit it. Push up, lift up, downward dog. Join me, let's count them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so now you can stand, you can kneel, up to you, grab your dumbbells. Okay, so this is one of the ones that would be easier standing, but I will show it kneeling, okay? So here I am. I'm going to push my butt back. I'm gonna tilt forward at the hip. I'm gonna go gorilla arms wide, okay? So here we go. And again, you can do this standing, tipping from the hip and doing a back fly. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, almost, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to come upright, give that back a break instead of kneeling over, and I'm going to hold my arms in front and guard. Tight through the core, so I'm not moving. I'm gonna rotate, lift it straight overhead. 10, breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, almost, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to tip hip, and again, you can do it standing. Back fly, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upright, tight core, hands in guard. Twist them, lift them up overhead. Breathe, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to set my weights down. I'm going into a plank. Okay, so I'm going into a plank. I'm going to do the plank where I'm on my forearms, and then I'm going to extend my hands up and go back down the forearm. If you don't like it, just hold a plank from your knees or toes. Getting ready. I'm going to go onto my toes, and here we go. Right arm up, left arm up, down, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to switch arms. Left arm leads. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Find your dumbbells. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go for a tricep kickback. Again, you can do this standing. I'll show side just so you know what's happening. Arms are at the side. I'm going to push back and I'm going to pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. Back. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do one more, and then there's an option to go overhead. Now, feel free to stay here and continue tricep kickback, or we can go ahead. If you can, without protruding the neck forward, lift the arms up, elbows forward, bend at the elbow joint, bring it down low, the weight, and then extension up. So we're doing tricep extension, but it doesn't work for everyone, okay? Not everyone has this range of motion in the arm. Not everyone has it that can do this with the neck. So go back to a normal one. Sorry, not normal, but go back to a tricep pushback as we were showing before if this is too much. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm trying to keep my elbows forward. 5. Breathe. 4. Keep those arms narrow and forward if you can. 3, 2, and last 1, and 1. Great. Okay, I'm going to go back to push-up time. I'm going to go push up, move one leg, and bent knee coming from the side towards the elbow. And then I'll go push up again. Now, if you don't like it, normal push-up's fine, chest press fine. I'll show it from the knees, but you can do it from the toes, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and go push up, knee up. And again, you can do it from the toes. Got it? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, keep the spine straight, keep the abs tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, so I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna move my weight just a little bit so they're not in the way. Lay down on your back. And kind of like I said before, we're actually not laying on the back. We're gonna start from a seated position. Unless you have low back problems, then you go down to the back. And I'll show a modification in a second for that, okay? So here we are. My fingers are facing forward. And I'm gonna go ahead, come down into a seated V. So my abs are drawn in very tight. I'm gonna go ahead and not lock up my low back. I want my low tailbone to be able to curve under for this position, but I also don't want to protrude my back forward or have a lump in it. So I want to keep the back straight, but soft in the low spine. I'm going to go ahead and crunch in with the knee, crunch in with the knee, crunch, crunch, and you can lift the arms up. Modification for this, again, would be lifting a leg up. You can even crunch to up as the leg comes up. Got it? Keep going, keep going. Get ready, my legs are out. Crunch, crunch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna lay down. You can put the hands underneath the low back, low spine. I'm gonna do that. And you could do toe taps, knee ups, or you could go straight leg out and kick it. Up to you. For 10, 9, 8. I'm gonna modify. 7, 6, 5. But straight leg scissors are great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back up to a seated position. Great. I'm gonna hold my spine straight. And again, I wanna go onto the heels. Some of you guys will be able to lift your legs up, and that's great. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my twist. So I'm holding a seated V. If your back hurts, I'll show modification right now. Hold that body straight up. Twist to what you feel comfortable, and twist to what you feel comfortable. Twisting from seated V side to side. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And then some of you guys will be able to get low enough where that elbow touches the ground. That's fine. Some of you guys might want to lift your legs up and really hold your balance, keeping your core very tight. Make sure your core is tight. Make sure your back is okay. I got one more, and I gotta get the other side. Good job. I'm gonna lay down. And from here, you could do straight legs, adding a little lift. You can do scissors. I'll do like a modification. We're gonna bend the knees. And I'm gonna lift to a crunch to knees coming up. Toe down, knee up. But again, you could go straight legs. Ready, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We are ready for a stretch. So just because we did a lot of ab stuff with the legs out and some of you guys had your legs straight out, I'm just gonna have you hug your knees in really quick and just kind of move it around side to side. Loosen up the low back before we go into spinal extension. Okay, so now go ahead and press out. Long body, long spine. Spinal extension, long arms overhead. Continue to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Release. Hug your knees in. Good. From here, I'm going to go ahead and loosen up my grip, and I'm going to draw circles with the knees. Draw circles with the knees. Loosen up that low back. Good breathing. Switch direction of the circle. Okay, now my arms are gonna go wide to the side, my knees are bent, tabletop, and they drop side to side. You need to try and keep your arms down. I don't have that flexibility right now, so mind you kind of lift. I'm gonna go one more time, knees to the side, each side. And great. From here, if you need a stretching strap, go ahead and grab it. I'm gonna go ahead and either have legs in pyramid with one leg reaching up, or you can stretch that leg down. Grab hold of that leg, stretch it out straight. Make sure the knee doesn't invert though. Continue to breathe, nice deep breaths. Good job stretching out that hamstring. Point your toe down. Point your toe up. Circle for the ankle joint. So just toe draw circles. Move around that ankle. Switch direction. Take your time on this. I only get about 3 circles each way. Opposite arm finds the leg, pulls the leg across. Same side arm down to the ground. Pull that leg across, stretch it out. Point the toe back towards the face and breathe. And good. I'm going to switch my legs up. Other leg can be bent or straight. I'm going to put, for me, I'm using the stretching strap. I'm going to put it a few inches below the ankle. You can either hold the leg, whatever you want to do. Leg is straight. Point the toe down towards the base. Lift the toe up. Circle for the ankle joint, big circles with the toe. Move that ankle. Switch direction of the circle. Opposite arm grabs that leg, pulls it across the body. Straighten out that leg. Point the toe back to the face. Breathe. And release that. Great. Okay, so now from here, I am going to put right leg on top of the left thigh. Maybe this is all you can do stretching wise. Maybe you want to pick yourself up to straight arms, or you could hug it in. Up to you. Breathe. So that ankle on the thigh, I slid my hand in between, grabbing that knee, opening up that hip, stretching out that glute. Continue to breathe, and great. I'm gonna go ahead and switch legs. Ankle on the thigh, I'm gonna hug it in. Continue to breathe. And great. So now I'm gonna go ahead, take my time, sitting up. I'm gonna extend my legs out, and I'm gonna reach for my calves, my ankles, whatever you can reach for. I don't have this flexibility anymore with my stomach, so I'm gonna go ahead and let mine go a little bit wide. Slow release. Do soles of the feet together. Then you have options here with the soles of the feet together. You can tip at the hip and push down with the elbows. From here, I'm gonna go legs wide, but you don't have to. Great. Okay, so now I'm gonna go onto the stomach side down. I can't lift straight arms anymore, but if you can, it's a great one. Do cobra stretch. I'm gonna stay on my forearms. So I'm gonna lay down, if you can, lay on your stomach. Lift up through the forearms or the palms. and stretch out that low back and abdomen. And make sure you kind of get the stretch all the way through the neck. Continue to breathe. And good. Go ahead and push back into child's pose. From here, I'm going to go ahead all four core. I'll take a step forward with one leg, and I'm going to drive the back hip flexor forward. With the back hip flexor forward, I'm getting that stretch to the back hip flexor as well as the quadricep, but you can make it harder if you want to, but you don't have to. If you want, you can lift the leg. I've also seen where you guys plant the same side of the leg being forward, arm down, and then lift the other arm up. That works. And release. Good. Go ahead and switch legs. All four core. Take a step forward. Drive that back hip flexor forward. Stretching out the hip flexor. Stretching out the quadricep. Modify to make it harder if you want. Continue to breathe. Okay, slow release. Take your time standing up. Nothing to trip on. Once you get up, shoulders back and down, continue deep breathing. I'm going to do one arm up. My other hand reaches for the ankle. And release. One hand up, reach for the ankle. Shoulders are back and down. From here, one arm crosses, breathe. We're almost done. Make sure you're breathing. Switch the arms up, arm across, breathe. Elbow up. Release, switch. Shoulders back and down. I'm going to go chin down. I'm going to go side to side. I didn't get chest chin yet, so I'm going to actually go, as soon as I get done with this part of the neck one, I'll go back to chest. I'm going to go head back up to neutral, arms open wide. Open up that chest. You're a little bit in spinal extension. Now we're going to do spinal flexion. Hug it in, fall forward if you can. Nice and slow, hang there, continue to breathe. Now round that spine all the way up, stacking the vertebrae one on top of each other until we're correct in posture. Shoulders go back and down. One more time, shoulders back and down. We already did the neck down side to side, so I'm just going to look over. Switch sides, look over. Coming back neutral and up. And great, you did it. Awesome job. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one.